I would like to welcome all of you to the class of 2017 commencement exercises. We're glad that you could join us this evening and share this very special moment of celebration with them. It is now my honor to introduce today's special platform guests. Please hold your applause until I have introduced everyone. Jacqueline Bird, Superintendent of Polk County Schools. The Honorable Hazel Sellers, School Board Member, District 3. Honorable Kay Fields, School Board Member, District 5 and Board Chair. Tammy Dawson, Regional Assistant Superintendent of High Schools. Michelle Townley, Regional Assistant Superintendent of Elementary Schools. Brian Warren, Director of Human Resources. Tony Kirk, Director of Employee Relations. Lynn Adams, Purchasing Services Director. Patricia Barnes, Executive Principal. Thank you. You may be seated. Robert Palmer, Alumni and Guest Speaker. Tom Patton, Assistant Principal. Lacey Emmerling, Assistant Principal. Kevin Robertson, Assistant Principal. Brad Hires, Assistant Principal. Diane Warwick, Director of Student Activities and Student Services. Justin Bailey, Athletic Director. Lauren Barbado, Teacher of the Year, ESE Teacher and Student Council Advisor. Linda English, Academic Booster President. Nida Carbello, Principal, Juanita Elementary. Thank you. You may be seated. Joanne Collins, Guidance Department Chair. Laura Chansey, Guidance Counselor. Megan Figuerella, Guidance Counselor. Denise Norgan, Guidance Counselor. Deborah Wilk, Guidance Counselor. Merritt Cortello, Terminal Operator. Thank you. Matt Townley, Senior Class Sponsor and Social Studies Teacher. Madison Middleton, Senior Class President. Lee Bickerton, English Teacher, Senior Class Sponsor. Emily English, Salutatorian. Dale Meskiman, History Teacher, Girls Cross Country and Track Coach. Anna Sizemore, Valedictorian. Thank you. And also down on the floor, I have Aaron Crosby, Dean of Students, Daniel Rawson, Dean of Students, and my retiring SRO, Blaine Elliott. It is now my pleasure to introduce a very special guest speaker from the class of 1998, Mr. Robert Palmer, founder and CEO of the Robert Palmer Companies, which include RP Funding, HomeValue.com, Listing Power Tools, RP Title, and several other business ventures. Robert Palmer Companies is involved in financing, marketing, and escrow of more than $5 billion in residential real estate. The company has a combined staff of nearly 400 and revenues of $100 million annually. An entrepreneur, author, radio host, and philanthropist, Mr. Palmer has dedicated his life to building businesses and making people's lives better in the process. Whether providing financial various community causes, including Special Olympics, or mentoring young people, Mr. Palmer has used his business acumen to ensure that others will always have the opportunity to succeed. Mr. Palmer grew up in Florida and exhibited an entrepreneurial spirit at an early age. As a boy, he sold cookies to neighbors from his driveway. As a teen, he assisted Mother with all the aspects of her Lakeland, Florida-based real estate business and experience that would serve him well later in life. The early experiences in finance and real estate provided him with skills necessary to embark on his own career in a financial services industry and start a successful mortgage company a few years later. The mortgage company he started substantially grew to Mr. Palmer's own technological innovations. He eventually sold the company, which kept him in a senior management capacity. He longed to run his own business and, however, began developing a strategy to start his next venture. In 2008, he started what would become RP Funding, now one of the leading independent mortgage companies in all of Florida. The company has grown significantly since and now boasts 250 employees and nearly $70 million in annual revenue. RP Funding was thriving in spite of market conditions, and Mr. Palmer continued to start other businesses. He was a very, very busy person. Most recently, he launched Listing Power Tools, a marketing resource for realtors, and is preparing to launch HomeValue.com, a one-stop shop for homeowners seeking information about the housing market around the country. In addition to running his multitude of businesses, he's the host of Saving Thousands, a radio show heard in the markets around the country. The primary focus of Saving Thousands is to provide information and resources to those seeking to buy a home. His first book, Listing Power, The 11 Rules of Real Estate, was released in 2017. The book offers a roadmap for those seeking success in the real estate industry. Mr. Palmer and his wife Jill reside in Lake Mary, Florida. In his spare time, he enjoys cooking, traveling, and collecting wine. It is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Robert Palmer.
Wow, thanks, Mr. Thomas. When he asked me to speak, I was honored. 19 years ago, I sat in these exact same chairs in this exact same building and graduated high school. And yesterday, we announced a partnership between my company, RP Funding, the City of Lakeland, and the Orlando and Lakeland Magic to rename this amazing building to the RP Funding Center. Thank you. You know, as I sat here, right over here, about halfway to the back, 19 years ago, I would have never thought my name would be on this building, my initials, my company name would go up here, and that we'd be able to give back to the community and help do things and amazing things in this very building that seemed so big at that time. I also never thought that I'd go from being on the GJHS morning news to being in TV commercials for my own company. I never thought any of these things were possible. There's a couple things I do remember thinking as I was sitting here, and one of those was I was ready to get my diploma and go, so I'm going to keep this brief and help you guys get that done as soon as possible. There's really only one big message I want to share with you guys, and that's I remember people telling me that I could accomplish anything I put my mind to, and I remember not believing them. My grades weren't all that great. You know, my family wasn't rich. I didn't have this track laid out for me to have my life. And I remember as people said, you can do anything you put your mind to, I didn't believe them. And I don't want you guys to make that same mistake. It took me a while to figure out that I actually could. And so I want to stand here today as proof for you that you really can do anything you put your mind to. That no matter where you're sitting out there, what your grades are, what your goals are, if you have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow, because I didn't. I remember sitting right here without a clue of what I was going to do when tomorrow morning came. And if you feel that way, it's okay. Because I want you to know that if you put your mind to something, you can absolutely do it. And I want you to believe me more than I believed all the people that tried to give me that message when I was your age. This class will always be special to me. As the class of 2017, you're the first group to graduate in what's now known as the RP Funding Center. And I hope that 19 years from now, one of you takes my name off this building and puts your name up there instead. So I want you to go out there and take over the world and never let anybody hold you down. Congratulations.
And if you didn't notice, just yesterday, they actually changed the name of the Lakeland Center to the RP Funding Center in honor of Mr. Palmer. Robert, we're so glad you could return to George Jenkins tonight and share us your inspiring and motivating message. We're proud that you were on the Eagle, flew off, and achieved great things. Thank you for being with us tonight, and we wish you continued success in all that you do. And now it's my pleasure to introduce our senior class sponsor, Mr. Matt Townley.
Good evening, graduates. As I look over the George Jenkins class of 2017, I see many outstanding students, from athletics and academics to vocational skills and musical talents. Most of you have contributed to the many successes of your class in varying degrees. Last year, you all recognized one of these outstanding students when you elected Maddie Middleton to guide you as your senior class president through your final year of high school. To say that Maddie has been busy this past year in ensuring that your senior year was memorable is an understatement. She began her dedication to you in the months leading up to the start of the school year in August. As I watched Maddie work throughout the year, I began to recognize those qualities that you as a class also recognized. Her dedication to this school, her abilities as an effective leader, and her desire to succeed at all that needed to be accomplished. It was through Maddie's continuous dedication and tireless efforts to you, her fellow seniors, that this year has been as successful as it has. Maddie's been a class officer for 3 of her 4 years, a head assistant for the Lakeland Assembly's Cotillion Club, and will graduate tonight magna cum laude, where she plans to study nursing at the University of Central Florida. I cannot begin to put into words how honored it has been to not only work with, but to get to know this outstanding young lady. Graduating class of 2017, I present to you your senior class president, Maddie Middleton.
Good evening, families, friends, teachers, administrators, and my fellow graduates. On behalf of the graduating class of 2017, I would like to thank each of you for your attendance this evening as we celebrate this milestone. This is a major step in the journey of our lives, one that deserves to be recognized in its full capacity. Hours of studying, late nights of homework, and hundreds of tests had led us to these seats we sit in tonight. Students, look around. All these faces gleaming with pride are here to celebrate our big accomplishment. A high school diploma is something that opens many doors of opportunity. Some of us will go off to college, some will go straight to the workforce, and some will even go serve our country. We stepped into high school as freshmen, hoping we could get through the day without making it too obvious that we were the newbies. These were the days we got lost walking to our next class. These were also the days we began to form new friendships that would last a lifetime. Some of us joined clubs and sports teams just trying to find ways to fit in. As freshmen, we could not wait to get older. As sophomores, we believed that we owned the place, but in actuality, we were still the underclassmen. We finally knew our way around the school, and we were beginning to learn some new life lessons that we will always remember. This was also the year we received our driver's license, but we are still looking forward to being older. As juniors, we are now the upperclassmen, and we are beginning to become more responsible. We began to mature and realize life only gets more complex from here. We began to think about college and do things that would prepare for us, such as giving up multiple Saturdays to take the ACT or SAT. We were finally able to attend prom, and then we began to realize how fast time truly does fly by. Yet, we still could not wait to get older. This year as seniors, a lot of us had senioritis before classes even started. Everything started to become our last homecoming, our last pep rally, our last time to be in the nest, and our last season in a sport. We started applying for colleges and waiting anxiously for our acceptance letters. It was just this last semester when everything started becoming more surreal. We began to realize time was slipping out of our hands, and we would soon have to start saying our goodbyes. This is the last time we will all be together as a class of 2017. It is now that we realize we wanted to grow up so quickly, but now that we are a little bit older, we wish we could remain forever young. We wish we could have slowed down and taken the time to appreciate every moment we spent together. As much as we have looked forward to this day, it is bittersweet. It is time to soar and land in a new nest. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the senior class sponsors, Lee Biggerton and Matt Townley, for all your support and guidance. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. I love you both. Thank you, everyone, and congratulations to the class of 2017. I would now like to ask Dale Meskimen to please come to the podium to introduce our 2017 Salutatorian.
Class of 2017, family members. I've had the privilege to be able to work with Emily English for about 10 and a half months a year for the last 4 years. So I've had a front row seat to see her tenacity in action. Emily ended with a GPA this year of 4.537 while taking 11 AP classes. And obviously she was very busy academically to be able to achieve that high GPA, but Emily did not spend all of her time with her nose in a book. She maintained her high grade point average while at the same time accomplishing the following by being an innovative self-starter who is punctual, exceeds expectations, manages stress well, and voluntarily works overtime to meet any deadline. This was evidenced by the fact that Emily was chosen to be team captain for cross-country and track and field teams for the last 2 years. She was an active member of the yearbook, Key Club, Student Council, National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, and Future Business Leaders of America. She also accomplished her goals by working above and beyond the norm by achieving 376 community service volunteer hours by working with the Lakeland Highlands Middle School track team, Lakeland Highlands Middle School soccer team, and as a Capernaum leader, which works with mentally disabled. She has gone on 4 mission trips with her church. She attained her FCPX certification in 2014 and 17. She was a Polk County Poetry Anthology published participant. She received the academic medallion every year. And between cross country and track, she made 8 all-state first teams and broke 5 school records. Emily definitely has been a valuable asset to her George Jenkins class of 2017 and her community. She's a great example for everybody in how to be a total person. So the class of 2017, it gives me great pleasure to present your salutatorian, Emily English.
Good evening, teachers, staff, parents, friends, honored guests, and class of 2017. We're here, graduation night, and if you're like me, you're trying to picture how life is going to pan out for each of us. For 13 years, success has been pretty linear. Do what you're supposed to do, don't make too many people angry, and try to find some semblance of love. Since kindergarten, we've been taught that following this formula should lead us to success. From the days of nap time after recess to AP tests and exam halls, most of us can agree that success has been pretty much prescribed to us. So now here we are, trying to picture what life will look like. After 13 years of following a prescription, we now have to forge our own path. For the rest of our lives, there will always be people trying to tell us what success looks like, but success is measured differently by different people. We have different dreams, goals, and desires that shouldn't be demised by societal mold. One common goal throughout humanity is happiness. Most people never give up searching for happiness for as long as they live. With this in mind, I hope you take this newfound freedom and find joy by following your own path and opening your mind. Moving forward, we are more equipped than we ever have been. Our lifetime has given us experiences and knowledge that is our responsibility to take and use. With that being said, we are also very ill-equipped. Most of us have never been exposed to this freedom or had to make such drastic decisions. We're inevitably going to make mistakes, but we shouldn't continue on fearfully. Now is our time to take what we have learned and apply it towards the future. This is a very exciting time in our lives because of what is yet to come. My hope is that you find wisdom and a greater understanding for which decision will bring you closest to your version of happy. And when we all get to where we're going, may we be a little smarter, a little kinder, and happier than when we began. Thank you. I would now like to ask Dale Meskimen to please come forward to introduce not only my best friend, but our 2017 Valedictorian.
Again, class of 2017 family members, it's truly an honor for me to be up here again. I've had the honor to directly work with Anna over these last 4 years, and her drive, her dedication, and commitment to excellence is definitely second to none. Anna finished with a GPA overall of 4.56, while also taking 11 AP classes. But like Emily, Anna also did not spend all of her time with her nose in a book. She worked as hard academically as she did to also develop herself as a person over these last 4 years. She was also a captain of her track and field team. She was an active member of the Key Club, National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, Future Business Leaders of America, and Young Life. She has demonstrated her strong work ethic and leadership abilities in the classroom and outside the classroom by also doing the following. She had 298 volunteer service hours working with the Lakeland Highlands Middle School track team. She also went on 3 mission trips with her church, received the academic medallion every year. In soccer, she was chosen this past year to play in the Senior Soccer All-Star Classic. In track, she was a 3-time state qualifier, 2-time state medalist, made 2 all-state first teams, and set the high school high jump record. And also has been a valuable asset to her George Jenkins class of 2017 and her community. She's a great example on how to develop yourself and not be a one-sided person. So class of 2017 is definitely an honor for me to present your valedictorian, Anna Sizemore.
Good evening, family, friends, honored guests, and fellow classmates. Finishing high school is bittersweet. It's like being told you're valedictorian, but also having to give a speech to a very large crowd of people wearing a long robe and a funny hat. You are happy about the accomplishment, but you are unnerved by the responsibility that accompanies it. So, in preparing for this occasion, I did what every student does when she realizes that an assignment is due the next day. I turned to Google. While doing so, I found an online Time magazine article written by Eric Barker entitled, "Wondering what happened to your class valedictorian? Not much, research shows." In this article, Barker cites research indicating that while school valedictorians perform well in structured academic settings like high school and college, and frequently achieve at least modest occupational success, they often fail to obtain the highest levels of achievement and truly change the world. He concludes that people like me tend to function well in structured systems that require conformity and rule-keeping. But because we are often generalists, we fail to find our true passion and focus on it when it means thinking outside the box and questioning the status quo. Well, thank you, Eric Barker. I'm assuming you were not the valedictorian of your class. But I think he has a point. While there is value in acquiring a broad range of knowledge and cultivating the discipline to perform well in any system we are a part of, it is even more important that we find and follow our passion in life. This can be done regardless of our rank in any particular class. We may not change the world, but we are more likely to change our world if we find that particular interest that inspires us and moves us toward personal excellence. So, here we are at the close of our high school careers. Quite honestly, it feels a lot like I just finished binge watching a Netflix series. Part of me is glad it's finished, but another part of me is sad it's over. To the class of 2017, may you follow your true passion and find another Netflix series to binge before your parents start making you pay for it. Thank you, class of 2017, and congrats. I would now like to invite to the podium our principal, Mr. Buddy Thomas.
Class of 2017, family and friends and distinguished guests, I would like to share a revised song that John Denver wrote that's dear to my heart. I am the eagle. I live in high country, in rocky cathedrals that reach to the sky. And all those who see me and all those who believe in me share in the freedom I feel when I fly I am the eagle. Come dance with the west wind and touch all of the mountain tops. Sail over the canyons and up to the stars. I am the eagle who reaches for the heavens and hopes for the future and all that can be and not what can't be. I am the eagle who represents the wheel of fortune, the leap of faith, and the band of hope. I am the eagle who grasps with his talons the invisible shadows, casting the light of tangible knowledge. I am the eagle who seizes with awe creativity in the future and life's passion for knowledge. I am the eagle who reaches for dreams no matter what they may be. I am the eagle who grows from reaching and learns from trying. Congratulations, class of 2017. Class of 2017, you are now ready to gaze outward, ready to face whatever may come your way as a result of those special people who gave themselves to mentor, to instruct, and to show love. George Jenkins High School faculty, please rise and form a J behind our students. Our marshals, would you come forward? At this time, our honored guests, please come forward for the distribution of our diplomas.
Everyone, please show respect to the graduates as we call their names. Anna Amelia Sizemore. Emily Grace English. Megan Elise Hines. Nikki Alexis Taylor. Austin Michael Williams. Nicholas Van Fan. William David Skiles. Tyler Richard Anderson. Caroline Elizabeth Glass. Susanna Santiesteban. Joan Miguel Amador. Charlene Beatrice Hall. Trinity Joy Johnston. Rachel Lee Joyner. Sarah Lynn Getty. Sandlin Sierra Hepburn. Kayla Charlotte Daughtery. Pujan Kishore Patel. Jonathan Anthony Diaz. Carrie Lynn Pansler. Selah Ashton Preston. David Matthew Whitaker. Rachel Elizabeth Gruby. Alexandra Michelle Venegas. Caitlin Nicole Desmond. Jordan Ray Kitterman. Nicholas Anthony Cornelius. Maria Sophia Stambone. Finley Varghese. Alexis Jordan Cunningham. Caroline Marie Fowler. Emily Rose Julius. Stephen Thomas Puget. Taylor Elizabeth Trado. Christian Lara. Victoria Rose Hatfield. Gabriela Cordovez Aldaz. Melissa Maki Ferguson. Mirthalong Guyana Pierre. Jordan Abigail Harris. Rachel Lynn Strickland. Austin Bowman Hill. Emily Logan Wilson. Amanda Nicole Sheldon. Reynaldo Sanchez. Krista Lynn Epperson. Ariana Teresa Santarpia. Lee Monroe Wall. Kelsey Lynn Collins. Thainai Luen Olmo Rosario. Brooke Madison O'Neill. Megan Lee Costanzo. Anna Marie Essayan. Allison Ann Galatko. Lane Robert Schneider. Charles Cole Gardner. Kayla Elizabeth Camarillo. Matthew Stanley Castor. David James Radner. Amelia Elizabeth Van Winkle. Alexandra Paige Gaudet. Armand Raju Gandhi. Angel Nicole Wilkerson. Lamaria Paige Wilson. Allison Diaz. Danielle Erasmus. Jacob Roger Barney. Kyle Joseph Reed. Jordan Isaiah Goodrum. Jordan Lee Wills. Matthew Medina. You're not Tay Peterson? You're Tay. You come up here. You're not on. Oh. Rissa Ann Royce. Matthew Medina. Tasia Monet Peterson. Joshua Aaron Leshnick. Nehemiah Hawkins Ankar. Jorge Gabriel Asensio Rivera. Merritt Lee Furland. Robert Allen Crotto. Ariel Priscilla Mendez. Jeffrey David Ballinger. Kaylee Marie Losh. Jacob Gerald Herring. Courtney Brienne Alter. Madison Marie Middleton. Catherine Lucia Corelli. Roberto Ramirez. Afia Achia Achampong. Anissa Michaela Johnson. Justin David Reed. Madeline Ari Lewis. David Sergio Rojo. JC McKay Itrola. Brandon Michael Standridge. Lillian Annette Cruz. Krishanity Jakira Jones. Jamie Renee Vickery. Evan Christopher Weber. Riley Tanner Faust. Faith Olivia Grimes. Jenna Brienne Grooms. Simone Van Buren. Rachel Lynn Davis Keller. Stephanie Jessica Dorman. Taylor Lane Moore. Jenna Teresa Walker. Hunter Leaf Searson. Chelsea Nicole Lancaster. Haley Christine Flowers. Natalie Jasmine Suarez. Michaela Ann Bell. Oriana Jasleen Northup. Julianne Victoria Flores. Lorelli Yamilet Enamorado. Spencer Chase Nichols. Justin Avery Slayton. Giovanni Molina. Kaylee Francis Casper. Cassandra Louise Draper. Kyler Michael Lowry. Haley Paige Chuckery. Jacob Colton Cruz. Jeanne Marie Rosario Roman. Riley Connor Falcon. Leanne Marie Perez. Rafael Sampaio de Oliveira. Dakota Kyle Clark. Davis Allen Ott. Haley Madison Connor. Crescencio Diegues. Denise Margarita Ortiz Para. Jacob Alvarado Stalker. Marissa Alexis Ruster. Blake Tyler Jenkins. Riley Marin Farmer. Bailey Catherine McArdle. Annie Wynn Lee. Victoria Cherie Velez. Keith Tyler Ballman. Caitlin Marie Stoughton. Mackenzie Brooke Walker. Amanda Lee Hallman. Zachariah Ibrahim El Hayat. Kaylee Nicole Ritter. Courtney Taylor Jenkins. Caleb Donovan Seek. Lloyd Mose Wells. Luis Angel Medina. Dahari Jalacia Tompkins. Destiny Marie Harper. Travian Jatarius Reed. Christian Joseph Lamaster. Kaylee Lynn Mock. Joanne Vega. Andrea Rose Forrest. Natalia Heredia Romero. Lindsay Morgan Payne. Nicholas Alonzo Lorette de Mola. Jordan Taylor Mack. Brianna Mariel Stewart. Anthony Ventura Campos. Ana Isabel Castaneda Caballero. Vanessa Ann Hart. Nicholas Lee Nolan. Armani Deontay Edwisen. Ashanti Bernasia London. Robert Joseph Hain Shore. Cheyenne Simone Peterson. Lauren Danielle Lay. Shaquavier Patricia Knowles. Jordan Taylor Parrish. Huntington Blaine Lucas. Gabriella Simone Courier. Alexandra Nicole Thompson. Michaela Louise Taylor. Alejandro Jose Ramirez. Amy Marley Ritchie. Lauren Renee Beniston. Phoebe Catherine Aylock. Skylar Ann Oglesby. Juanita Lisbeth Gonzalez Baranda. Cutter Edward Haskell. Nicholas Alexander Thompson. Christian Andrew Cruz. Brianne Nicole Joyce. Gladys Lourdes Hernandez Reyes. Hunter James Childs. Brendan Michael Griggs. Sierra Raylan Johnson. Austin James McClune. Kevin Jamar Knight. Roniel Ruiz. Kiera Mackenzie Boley. Ashley Nicole Long. Christian Alexa Schaff. Andrew Jorge Stitzel. Lawson Alexander Dickey. Austin Ty Rolette. Antonasia Ariane Davis. Taylor Nicole Dixon. Michael Joseph Witherington. Caitlin Ashley McIver. Caitlin Ann Groneveld. Tegan Renee Davis. Rose Concetta McElderry. Justin Marquise Benefield. Mario Alejandro Crippa. Anthony Stephen Cox. Travis Garrett Kirby. Jonal Sanchez. BDA Elijah Lyle Hall. Sophia Carolina Ortiz. Haley Morgan Collier. Brandon Roger Braswell. Ronald DiLorenzo Holmes, Jr. Brian Anthony Padilla. Paxton Skylar Dowdy. Bryn Lucia Boswell. Brian Timothy Williams, Jr. Michael Patrick Fitzgerald. Julia Diane Lovelady. Jacob Mark Adrian. Sophia Balen Agama. Patsy Galilea Aguilar. Gilberto Cardenas Alger. Wilbur Allen. Anthony Andrews Alvarado. Matthew Ezekiel Alvarado. Jared Scott Anderson. Nicole Donnell Anderson. Cheyenne Marie Andrews. Jacob Hunter Andrews. Jalacia K. Andrews. Nikolai Michael Andrews. Noah Matthew Angadi. Daniela Arocho Cruz. Nicholas Grant Asbury. Chris Michael Asher. Dylan Michael Ashmead. Cameron Christopher Ostwick. Nelson Aviles Mendez. Sonny Page Backey. Jadalis Baez Rivera. Tyler Allen Baiza. Brandon Davis Baker. Kayla Mackenzie Barnett. Kobe Barnett. Kayla Renee Bell. Christopher Anthony Berry. Bruno Bersanetti. Damari Lamonte Black. Shelby Nicole Blake. Alyssa Lee Blevins. Riley Alexander Box. Mindy Marie Bratcher. Mamie Wynisha Broderick. Brett Buckley. Anthony Michael Burge. Bill Burnett. Morgan Bailey Burr. Michael Anthony Kennedy. Cody Christopher Canning. Yanette Cardo. Adrian Carzel. Caitlin Page Carroll. Joe Cecil Cash III. Benode Isaiah Kaysen. Hector Ulysses Castellanos. Ricardo Castillo. Jorge Alfredo Colon. Frank Daniel Connor. Paris Delacia Copeland. Haley Rayanne Cox. Colton Lee Croft. Luis Anthony Cuevas. Timothy Harold Danamiller. Jayshawn DeMarcus Dasher. Kendall Nicole Davis. Tierra Caprice Davis. Jeremy Noah Day. Esteban De La Rosa. Alkin Shenase Demeron. Gina Nicole Dennis. Alyssa Marie Diaz. Alexander Alonzo Dampa. Lamanda Amber Duberly. Darius Eldrick Doughty. Noah Michael Droz. Jacob Kyle Druin. Michelle Dawn Dwyer. Harley Taylor Enman. Taylor Dwayne Everett. Joshua Kyle Fair. Chad Lee Fulton. Tyler Griffin Farrar. Jacob Aaron Feder. Stephen Thomas Fennell. Daniel Figueroa. Uriel Figueroa. Christian Lee Ford. Jolie Marie Futrell. Dorbis Jose Gafaro Pereira. Mackenzie Lynn Gavin. Merquez Xavier Gay. Malik Terrell Gillen. Nigel Stanford Gordon. Brooke Chanel Gray. Alan Michael Grossman. James Parker Gunther. Peyton Rose Habina. Danielle Lee Hall. Desiree Dawn Hall. Emily Ann Michelle Hall. Clayton Robert Hancock. Guy Douglas Hancock. Tristan Daniel Hayes. Shayna Lee Holder. Aiden Edward Horn Gebauer. Japor Nazada Horton. Jacoby Horton. Devin Alyssa Howard. Madison Marie Hutchins. Devontae Daquan Irons. Haidia Lakiera Jackson. Jamacia Marie James. Darquay Kais Jenkins. Jacqueline Jimenez Maldonado. Devontae Tyrell Johnson. Javari Jaquez Johnson. Ashley Marie Jones. James Kenneth Jordan. Hannah Elaine Kaiser. Taylor Renee Keeney. Corey Ray Kemp. Mason Blanton Kirby. Traven Khalil Lanier. Anthony Keegan Lapine. Alexis Denise Large. Anna Marie Lassis. Lauren Grace Lechtenberg. Tristan Renee Lejeune. Morgan Lee Lapierre. Hunter James Lentz. Sean Aaron Locke. Christina Maureen Longworth. Francette Murphy Lopez Ramos. Emily June Lucas. Alina Magno. Joshua Malik Mahogany. Jesse Manduhanu. Joseph Cannon Mata. Benison Vanu Matthew. Sean Saji Matthew. Callista Rianne Maynard. Sean Michael McAfee. Chase Andrew McCarter. Caitlin Marie McCoy. Catherine Heather McCraney. Daniel O'Neill McFarland. Marissa Nicole McGuire. Giselle Mendoza. Peyton Richard Mercaldi. Brooke Elizabeth Michaelis. Christopher Matthew Monroe. Noah James Morgner. Aspen Denise Morris. Demario Jaquez Mosley. Gabriela Maria Moda. John Gregory Muller. Keenan Johnny Murphy. Sean LaValle Murphy. Janasia Lakeese Nelson. Savannah Joe Nelson. Jonathan Ocampo Mendoza. Ariel Von Shea Palmer. Andres Guadalupe Palomar. Bryce Michael Parker. Alexandria Elaine Parks. Bailey Elizabeth Parks. Desta Marie Parks. Brooke Ashley Parrish. Uday Nyambai Patel. Jasmine Janae Patterson. Caitlin Suzanne Paul. Desiree Jasmine Phillips. Angela Lachelle Poole. Jack Allen Price. David Ronald Radsick. Asha Simone Rainey. Taquan Jamal Reed. Kashawn Isaiah Reed. Zachary Houston Rickert. Shekinah Katira Richardson. Isaiah Lamar Rivera. Robert Henry Robbins. Job Ray Robertson. Hentrell Rodman. Crystal May Rodriguez. Merlin Rodriguez Garcia. Trey Allen Rolfson. Valerie Anaite Romero Gutierrez. Sydney Elise Rylott. Thomas Moises Sanchez. Josiana Sanchez Figueroa. Jaden David Santiago. Hannah Elizabeth Sargent. Spencer Irving Schwimmer. Trinity Rianne Scott. Morgan Ann Shea. Emily Renee Sheffield. Kylie Lynn Shelton. Keyshawn Jawan Shepard. Catherine Michelle Shivler. Abigail Marie Sikora. Nathan Gabriel Silva. Christopher Terrell Simmons. Jeremiah Lewis Simmons. Lane Matthew Singletary. Alexander John Sitnick. Terrence Andy Smith. Shaquem Olajuwon St. Hilaire. Kelsey Celeste Steller. Montiera Avanti Stevens. Brianna Marie Stevens. James Anthony Sonolitis. Kevin Tyler Sweeney. Heriberto Tapia. Madison Riley Taylor. Joshua James Thayer. Michael Scott Thagody. Jaya Von Treese Thomas. Caleb Robert Tranzu. Talia Trejo. Israel Shantatan Tubbs. Armando Prisciliano Valdez. Alexis Morgan Valenti. Jordan Austin Van Arsdale. Joel Vega. Taylor Antonio Villanueva. William Antonius Wallowine. Ashley Christine Wallace. DeMarcus Deshaun Wallace. Chanel Cappy Lee Walters. Elise Isabella Warren. Rose Saeed Wasif. Aaliyah Kiera Watkins. Aaron Wyatt Westerfeld. Kylie Logan Whitten. Tyler David Whitmoyer. Clarnisha Quashando Williams. Liebra Talia Williams. Tyler Nicholas Williams. Brady Scott Whitmire. Cole Mitchell Woodard. Dustin Lee Wooters. Jordan Deshawn Yates. Eric James Ibarra. Amanda Michelle Young. Posthumous diploma, Olivia Grimes. Accepting on her behalf is her mother and father, Phil and Robin Grimes. Posthumous diploma, Kaylin Kirk. Accepting on his behalf, Father Tony Kirk, his wife Lisa and sister Kennedy, his mother Tiffany Chris, her husband Cliff, and little brother William.
Okay, if I could have your attention, please. At this time, I would like to introduce our special vocal performance, The Best Day of My Life, arranged by Alan Bingsley and sung by our senior chorus members and Golden Harmony. And faculty, when you're finished with the line, you may sit down.
Monsters through the night. No, please don't wake me now. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. I howled at the moon with friends, and then the sun came crashing in. But all the possibilities, no limits, just epiphanies. I'm never gonna look back. Oh, I'm never gonna give it up. No, just don't wake me now. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. I hear it coming outside my window. I feel it in my soul. So the stars were burning so bright, the sun was out till midnight. I say we lose control. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. This is gonna be the best day of my life. Everything is looking up, everybody up now. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life.
I'm just waiting for a moment for people to finish going through the faculty line, and then our faculty will be seated, and I'll say a few words at the end, and then graduation will be over. So just take a couple minutes and be patient with us. We appreciate that. Okay, faculty, if you would at this time, please take your seats. Seniors, please rise. Will our superintendent of schools, Miss Jacqueline Bird, please join me at the podium? I'm so proud to present to you the George Jenkins High School class of 2017. Let me hear ya! Woo! Each student here has assembled and completed all requirements as prescribed by the Polk County School Board and the state of Florida and is hereby entitled to receive a high school diploma or a certificate of completion.
By the authority vested in me by the state of Florida and the Polk County School Board, I pronounce upon those of you who have completed the necessary requirements, graduates of the Polk County school system, and confer upon each of you all the rights and privileges thereto. Congratulations, seniors.
At this time, will Mrs. Warwick, Director of Student Activities, Mr. Townley, and Mrs. Bickerton, senior class sponsors, and Madison Milton, senior class president, please join me at the podium. Everybody? Class of 2017. Tonight we complete our 24th commencement. You have worked hard. We have loved these young people. In investing in their future, we have cast our bread upon the waters, content that we will find them after many days. May the Great Spirit renew your strength so that you can mount up as wings of eagles. Soaring to new heights with wisdom, power, and the courage to take you there. It doesn't get any easier after 16 years. Doesn't get any easier. George Jenkins High School, class of 2017. Move your tassels from right to left.
Congratulations, class of 2017. We did it. Throw them in the air.